Okay guys, in this tutorial we're gonna learn how to create models for buyers. So here in Django administration you're gonna have buyers option, so you can add new people, delete them, change stuff about them and such a thing. We need buyers, model buyers before product instances, because product instances, like real stuff that you're selling, will rely on buyers with a couple of fields, but don't worry about that, we're gonna explain everything. Anyway guys, let's open our editor. Where is that thing? My server is working. Okay, right here, and just below products, which is subcategories, we're gonna say class buyers, buyers. And again, same approach as here, we're gonna say models and not model, okay, don't forget that, model. And then we're gonna create in a table buyers couple of columns, dedicated columns. So, first name for that person will be from models and it will be a character field, so char field, don't forget uppercase F here. And of course, it's demanded by Django that we need to set maximum length. In this case, probably 200 characters will be more than enough, but you know, it's totally up to you. Okay, same stuff for last name. Last name, that will get the job done. And also you can have middle name, but for simplicity reasons in this playlist we will not handle that. I mean, who cares middle name? These two will probably get the job done for most cases. And another thing we need is a phone, right? So that can be also character field, but it will be probably shorter, why not? And up till that number of characters, yeah, 10, 20, something like that. Right, so next thing is email of that person, again from models, but this time we will not use character field and textual field because they're just characters. We need to have option to check if in email form, HTML form, we do have that @ symbol between account and server. So we will not use character field, we're gonna use dedicated, provided by you, by Django, email field. Email, F-E-L-O-D, don't forget uppercase F here. And you don't need to specify anything here, everything will be checked by Django automatically in Django panel and in forms that we're going to create. Another thing, shipping address, at least one, it's up to you how many of these you want to define here. And that will be again from models, text field this time. It can be character field, but text field is kind of bigger, so why not? Maximum length will be 500. That's too much, but let's just combine character fields and textual fields for practicing purposes, why not? And note about that person, is it safe to work with or not, or some other note? Well, again, that will be textual field, but this time we're gonna boost that thing to up till 1000 characters if you really have to say something about that person. Right, save, and we're gonna also have that method that will beautify things in Django admin, but this time we're gonna target couple of these things, like a first name and comma, and again self, and this self means every individual row, practically every individual people, and of course, I mean person, and that person will be in row entry in MySQL database, in SQLite or something like that. So first name and the last name, and also we're gonna grab something interesting here, which will be email. Maybe you wanna see that in Django admin, and self.note, because you wanna see some kind of information about that man or woman, if they are safe to work with or not, or some other that you have in the notes in description. Right, but is this enough? Well, no, because we're gonna use formatting here, string formatting. So these will be columns that we're targeting. So how to string format that thing? Well, we're gonna use double quotes here, dot format, and then we're gonna enclose these in brackets, parentheses, and then order of these things. Well, if you use just empty placeholders here, then this will be 0, 1, 2, 3, and order will be 0, 1, 2, 3. And of course you can change that manually, like here you're gonna type 3, and then here 1, and then here 0, and then here 2. But don't do that, guys. I mean, the default order will get the job done. So just leave it empty here. It's totally up to you, but I'm gonna leave it empty. Right. So save, and here I'm gonna cancel server, and we need to make migrations. Okay, migrations. We need prepare stuff here. So enter, and then we have created that specific model. We can manually check that in template. Migrations, buyers. Okay, guys, that's what Django prepared for us. ID is by default done for us by Django, so it's kind of cool. All these things, other things, are done by us manually. Right. Okay, so now we need to actually do migrations. So migrate, and enter, and everything is done. So now if I run our server, and if I go to my Django panel, I need to see that. Oh, where is Django? Right here. Refresh. I don't see that because I didn't include it manually in Django administration. So sorry about that. Where is that thing? Right, admin. Oh, right. So here I'm gonna say comma and BUYers. We are including first buyers, and then we are activating that thing. Buyers, I'm gonna copy paste that down there, and now it will be visible in Django administration. So refresh, and there you go, guys. We do have it, and when I click on it, we can add new people. First name, last name, blah blah blah, everything works. But these two S's here are kind of ugly, so let's change that with class meta. Models, and I'm gonna copy paste this to save a little bit of time right here, and then we're gonna say buyers. Just buyers will be printed, so two S's will be removed, and those two S's are default stuff. So this is how we override that thing. We can put here ABC, but that's kind of stupid, so we're gonna just use buyers. That's what we need. Okay, now hopefully we don't need to restart our server, and now hopefully here we're gonna see 1S. Okay, that's cool. Buyers. And let's actually add someone here. First name will be Samantha. Last name will be Fox. Phone will be 444-555-66. I don't know. Email, yeah, Samantha at this server, and address will be main road 123 Chicago, and node Safe to work with. Okay, before I click on save, I'm gonna remove this thing from here because we need to see will Django recognize that. Okay, save, and problem. See, why do we have that? Because of this, because of email field. So this is how Django will do that check. If character field is down there, no checks will be applied, but because we have email field, the check will be applied. So let's put add here, and now everything will be fine. Save, and there you go. So see here, guys, this is kind of ugly report, and we can customize it in our models. Don't worry about it. So how? Well, we're okay with space between first name and last name, but we need some kind of differentiation between email and description about person. So let's do that in our editor. So here, between email and note, we're gonna put this symbol, and we're gonna put that thing between last name and email. So right here. Okay. I mean, you can do this with using some your own way of formatting, but I will just use this approach. So it's totally up to you how you're going to print that in Django admin. I understand this, like it's kind of simple, so I always use it. Some people use different ways. Who cares? If you get the job done, that's fine. Well, that's at least how I think. Anyway, guys, let me check that. And now I need to see middle line here and here. Right, that's cool. Okay, that's cool, that works. So let me check that thing manually in our database. Where is that SQLite manager? I'm gonna click on refresh selected schematics, and there you go, guys. We have shop buyers. Shop is our small project, and buyers is just a table. So double click, and there you go. You have all these columns, and data is of course here in this tab. There you go. Just we have one Samantha. Okay, guys, that's it in this tutorial. Nothing special, nothing complicated. The approach is very similar. The only difference here is that we are using email field and that we are using this string formatting, which is a little bit more complicated than this classical default stuff that we are doing here. Because here we are just targeting one column, and here we are extracting a couple of fields from different columns in our table. Because these things, buyers, products, categories, they are a table in database, and database is SQLite tree, and you can obviously see that in SQLite Studio. Is it Studio? Just a second. Oh yeah, it is Studio. Right, guys, that's it in this tutorial. Thank you for watching as always, and yeah, see you next tutorial. Okay, see you there.